8 o'clock, babe. Yep. See how long it takes before someone notices I'm live, or if someone even goes live this morning. Today, Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday?
Okay.
Yesterday was Wednesday.
Okay.
You want me to shut this door?
You shouldn't have to, unless you're running vacuum cleaner or some shit.
No. I wouldn't.
Them cats are fine. Well, I got one viewer finally. Good morning, whoever you are. Oh, it's Fat Daddy. Good morning, Fat Daddy. Morning, Jones. Morning, Twin. Purple hearts for you, baby. She says she loves them hearts. She might stop in and say hi when she's done doing her wifey duties. Really, she ain't doing her wifey duties. She's doing her own duties right now. She's taking her shot and getting ready to eat her breakfast. Morning, Solar Marshall. Solar Opinion is here. Okay. Morning, Solar Opinion, if you're here. Morning, Freddie. Morning, Nick. I did get that friend's request, Nick. Nick, did you see that fireman that I showed yesterday? Do you have that one, or do you need that one? Are you even interested in that one? If you're not interested, if you don't want it, I mean, I'll keep it, because it's going to cost me probably $5 to send it to you. Yeah, Fat Daddy, they all get me lost by using all them names so close to each other. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure, Nick, before I even sent it to you. I mean, I have no problem sending a popper to a friend for $5. I mean, my name's not Von Hilton. $5 don't mean shit to me. To him, that's 4 TV dinners. For he ain't starving. Thanks, Fat Daddy, but I'm good. Yeah, I'm still good on that rent strike. I'm going to take it all the way to the judge, people. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. We are going to the judge. Yes, there are people out there that help the older folks, but and then I don't know if they're going to be able to let my teenage son come with me. I mean, I can't throw him out on the streets. We have started making phone calls to people, so Like I said, the day that I hand the keys over to this place, I will completely be gone. Probably a month before that. And the day I hand him the keys is the day I call the health department on his punk ass. A couple other people said take pictures of these problems that I'm having and take them to the judge. You know, like where the wall got half eaten up by rats to get inside my house. Yeah, but Nick, that means I'd have to be in the house while he's in here. Well, I thought, I'm sorry, Nick. I wasn't thinking. I was being a Vaughn. I wasn't thinking. I was gonna say I don't want him in my house, but he wouldn't be here. He don't do shit. He has to hire people to do things. Yeah, Vaughn could get in trouble for wrongful eviction because he's telling everybody that I ain't paid rent. I got rent receipts. I have rent receipts, people. That's why I told Von Hillen for every house that I have a rent receipt, I'm taking a house. Since he says I have none at all, I have never paid rent here. Well, how come I got at least 10 of them from your mother's signature? How come I got 4 or 5 of them from Millie? How come I got bank statements showing that all my money for my rent was put in the bank account? Look how quick the J Dubs Roach Fest was. True, it is around morning. Morning, Miss Kitty. Yeah, exactly, Richard. I wouldn't want to be 5 feet near him. Yes, exactly, 4 acres. I turned bar rescue down. It's just like when I started working on them other properties. You have to get them up to code. I had to go buy smoke alarms and carbon dioxide alarms for each one of the houses. Even Alice's and Stinky's got one. All 5 properties got all brand new ones. It was hilarious when Vaughn pulled out this tiny cheap plastic safe as proof Larry's still $20 million. I got news for you, Fat Daddy, and everybody in this whole damn world. If I had $20 million, I would not be living in the mountains of fucking Kentucky. I'd be sitting on the Hawaiian Islands drinking me margarita, the wife says. I was thinking something a little bit bigger and better, but watching the girls hula hula dance and enjoying the beautiful day. Think about it. Where would you rather be? I'd rather be sitting on a Hawaii Island beach. Beaches are overrated. Well, I mean, Toby, you could say that, but I love them. Someone's always there to try to steal your money. I know what Vaughn's problem is, people. We figured it out last night, me and the wife. We know what he's looking for. Y'all want to see it? Remember how I always told you guys that I grew up with the wooden spoon? And he grew up with the gold spoon. Vaughn, are you looking for this? Is this your baby gold spoon that you had? Oh, it's a $50 million spoon because it fed Von Hilton. Oh, shit, people. His golden spoon has been found. Yes, sir. I found the gold spoon for him. That his mama fed him when he was a baby. A $50 million spoon, Von Hilton. Are you looking for it? It goes up for auction tonight, 8 p.m. Yes, sir. It's worth billions. Yeah, exactly, Andy. I can promise y'all personally, if I had $20 million, I wouldn't be on here right now. I'd be in Arkansas seeing the grandkids. I'd be up in Ohio seeing the grandkids. Or, like I said, the Hawaiian island somewhere. Wife wants to visit Jamaica. I want to go somewhere I can sit and smoke this all day, every day, all day, and have no problems with anyone saying anything to me. No matter if I'm on the beach or sitting on the mountain. When I'm ready to smoke, I smoke. Yeah, sometimes I do, Toby. Sometimes I do. Yeah, I think I'm in Hawaii when I'm smoking that white Christmas. No, I found it in the safe, people. I took it from the safe. Von Hilton, you want your $50 million gold spoon, little boy? Let me show you again. His $50 million gold spoon that his mama fed him with. It's a $50 million ticket. Maybe as soon as it goes up for auction tonight, I can move to Hawaii. Yeah, I know. Taking his golden spoon and since you said that, Toby, a couple months back, Uncle Jim said something about putting him out of his house, which I knew wasn't really going to happen, even though I wanted it to. Um, because Millie's not like that. Jim's really not like that. Jim was pissed, but Jim calmed down. Millie talked to him, and they were going to leave him alone. Pay the light bill and go on. Let it sit there and collect the rent. Millie was going to take care of everything, make sure all the houses were livable, collect rent from all of them. Vaughn had it made. He fucked up when he showed a new will. Well, David Anthony, then that means I owe you the rent, don't I, buddy? I need to send it to you. Because you're the first person that says that you own the properties. He's never contacted me personally and come over here and said, hey, I'm here to collect rent. And I will let the judge know that. He ain't called me. He never come over here and said, hey, I'm now the renter. I'm the power of the state and I collect the rent. He might have been able to get the rent then. But now he's going to wait 4 fucking months and then turn around and tell the judge that I ain't paid rent at all, ever, for the whole 8 years almost that I've been here. And I owe $30,000, right? Ain't that what he says, people? I owe $30,000 in rent. What is? Let's start from this. 3 times 12 is 36. 36 times 8 is about 26,000, maybe. So Vaughn, you're still a little over 4,000 over. Try again. Yeah, exactly. Well, you'll be changing the Manchester name. You ain't changing Oneida. Because all that property is on the Manchester side. I'm the only one on the Oneida side. I put too much work into it, Nick, to have it drained. That pond is a lifesaver, let me tell you. You can say maybe not whatever you all want. I mean, yeah, there's a little piece of land you can build a house on and all. But you ain't building there. There's 8 live streams coming off the mountain into that pond. Not counting the creek coming off all them back mountains coming in, going into ALS's. If there is no, I know there's bluegill still in there. If the catfish are all been fished out, me personally, I'd put some more in it because that's a lifeline. When you start getting hungry, you can always go up there and catch a catfish, clean it, gut it, eat it. That's keeping your dinners fresh. Oh, hell, he can't even get dog food for his dogs, let alone dog food for the fish, right? Exactly, Andy. And that's what I think too. And that's why I say I'm going to take it all the way to the judge. And we're going to meet the same exact judge that me and him faced the last time. Even if I didn't pay rent at all, that is between me and Alice, right? He has no claims to the money until after he was handed the power of the estate. And he has never contacted me and said he's the power of the estate. He never brought me no paperwork over here to collect the rent. Nothing. Does he think I'm supposed to crawl to him and give him the rent money every month?
No.
Well, he did give me a notice, if you call it that, David. It's time to shut his lies down. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that's not legal. He literally has to go downtown and Uncle Jim was going to throw him out, people. I know what Uncle Jim went through. Uncle Jim even told me what he went through. I even double checked it with Uncle Jim. You have to go downtown, fill the paperwork out, give them $150, Jim said it was a few years back, and they will send a sheriff out to have you get a notice. The notice will say that they've given you a certain time to go out. If you're not out, you got to go to court. And when you go to court, she'll tell you why ain't you out, what's going on, and this and that. And she might give me a few more days or tell me I got a week to be out. Hell, I'm going to roll in there in a wheelchair. She knows I'm handicapped. She's seen me before. That's it, Andy. That's too much work for him. He thinks his lawyers is going to do it for him. And the next time I go to court against Von Hilton, if Von Hilton pulls me into court, he better be in court or I'm going to ask that the whole thing be dismissed. There is no reason. He has no reason not to be in that courthouse. I'm a wheelchair bound person. I literally don't walk anymore. I am in a wheelchair. And I get away down there, but he can't. There's something's wrong, people. And if he don't have to be there, then I'm not going to be there. Yeah, Andy, right. The lawyers will do it, but that's big money. Yeah. Honey, can I get more mud? Sorry, I didn't know you were cleaning your kitty litter box. So, what did he spend 12K on? TV dinners? Morning mop? Exactly 4 acres. Somebody's going to end up, and it ain't going to be him. Donuts and Reese's and TV dinners. Oh, he's had ice cream too? Woo woo. He hit rich. He has to be rich to be eating ice cream, people. Yeah, they will, Nick. You know, he thinks they're worth all money, people. 167 acres on the outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, might be worth money. 167 acres outside of New York City, just outside, might be worth a lot of money. In the state of Kentucky, it ain't worth too much unless you are in a city. Oneta's not a city, people. Oneta is a community kind of deal. Hell, there's more houses in a city on one block than Oneta has at all. Yeah, he has to replace them. So, I mean, and he ain't got the money to replace them. It takes a while. It takes a long while, Toby. Build me a raft. Bet me a fishing pole. Living the life. And that's where I'd be too. I'd love to just, I'd love to be able to roll my wheelchair out on the back porch and throw my fishing pole in. I can do that all day long. Yeah, all you gotta do is tie a magnet to the to a fishing pole, and it ain't gonna be too far. I mean, like I said, that thing, I personally couldn't tell you guys how deep it really is. I've had two different people tell me two different depths. Well, Toby, I can't say nothing about that because I don't know how to paint neither. Good, good. Yeah, I know he's been spitting them, out lately, and that's good. I want to hear that. He can say anything he wants to say, to tell you the truth. I really don't care what he shows the judge. I'm going to tell the judge this is a family matter. And she needs to let it stay in my family and let me solve my problem. And that's what's wrong with our fucking world right now. Let's be real. When we start letting our fucking kids mistreat our fucking parents and their parents and their parents, your elders, that is a problem. Because there ain't some young little motherfucking punk gonna run his fucking mouth about me without taking an ass beating. Period. Yeah, we can't punch our kids. We're not even supposed to whip their asses anymore. And I got news for you. And I'll go to jail for it. I don't give a fuck. I whip my kids' asses still. If they needed it, they got it. You don't see my kids running around killing people. You don't see my kids going out and ripping people off, stealing cars. They might be dope heads, but there's worse in life than being a pot smoker.
Daddy,
What?
you gotta watch that blood pressure.
I'm watching my blood pressure. I already got my pill in me because I knew I was going to blow.
Then why the hell did you get on?
Because I like getting on, baby.
Yeah, but you pick me up every time you
I like getting on the YouTube. I like getting on you.
You're not getting on me if you don't quit that cussing shit.
No, he don't, David. Promise he don't. He has blowed off in front of the judge before.
Yeah.
And that's why I want him to blow off a little louder. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, 4 acres. It's normal to abuse your children and leave your mother stroking out and pulling a gun out on your wife. Yep, exactly, David. Exactly. That's why I said I want to get him to blow. 5 acres are better than 4. That's true. Unless it's the side of a mountain, and then it ain't so hot. See, that's where Vaughn's problem is. The properties he owns, they got little pieces of flat land, and the rest of it's mountain. What could he do? Put maybe two more trailers in there on that land that he's on right now? Unless you got a bulldozer and go up there and start cutting trees and making flat lands and putting houses and trailers. But then they got to run water lines all the way up there. You got to run electrical lines all the way up there. Septic tanks. Well, I would too, 4 acres, but it's a lot of money to live up on top of a mountain. Yeah, he could, Richard. I don't know. 4 acres, Dad had 40 acres and 10 children. That's good. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you've lost a few. 4 acres. And then if it's you got 10 acres of flat land, I don't know if you use it for gardens or you're doing housings on it. But my dream is to probably own about 10 acres, put a house all the way back to the end of the 10 acres, put a road back there, and then put my kids' houses on the sides of me. That way, when my kids have kids and the grandkids are young, they can go out there and play in the front yard. I'd even put a park in the front yard for all the grandkids to go to. Oh, he's definitely going to have to do that, Nick. With me here or with me gone, he's going to have to do that. They're going to have to even send the health inspector out to clear it before he can even rent them. I used to have what? Head acres?
Why, honey? I can't help you. I'm your mom.
Okay.
I want to listen.
I have no idea, Fat Daddy. Last time I heard no, and that was on the first when I paid my water bill. You're going to name your grandbaby Half Acre?
What? Half acre? Half acre. Come
I
here.
don't think I've ever heard that name. That would be a hell of a name for somebody.
Oh my god.
When the tree crew coming up?
No, it's not tree cool.
Because it's about that time.
I know.
That's why I like to get on here in the mornings, guys. You guys just make me laugh. I think it's just a good thing to do is, a bunch of friends get on in the morning and talk, see how everyone's doing this morning. I hope you don't, Nick, but I mean, if you got a problem with him, I understand. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to name it that. Oh, okay. Well, Toby, a lot of us do have problems. I mean, if he's bipolar, it ain't like the first bipolar person I met, and that's okay. I mean, I like Nick. He seems like a good guy. He's goofy sometimes. Sometimes he makes me laugh. Sometimes he makes me leave his channel because he ain't making sense to me. But he's Nick. We all get used to him. Okay, Nick. I didn't know. I mean, someone said it, so I'm just talking. You know me. I know people with disabilities. A lot of them.
I'm one of them.
My wife has disabilities.
But I'm not going to say what it is.
It pays to
Ow,
be
ow, ow.
bipolar. I don't know about that. I'd give it everything away one day and then hate myself for it the next. Well, we all learn from our mistakes. That's just the kicker. I've had things sit around my house for 5, 6, 7 years, thinking, "Man, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. I better save it. I might need that." 7 years went by. It's been sitting there collecting dirt and dust, and somebody calls me and says, "Hey, I need one." I sell it to him.
What?
The next day, I need it myself. That's how it works.
That's when you go out and buy you another one.
Then you have to go out and buy one at regular price that is doubled what you paid for the first one. Yeah, or throw it away, and 2 weeks later you need what exactly, Richard? Mop, I like that. I like it where people can get on here and we all can say good morning to each other, talk, say hi, make sure everyone's okay. I would have been his helper right from the get go when I first met him, Toby. But after that, and him running his mouth, no, I wouldn't help him if he was fucking shot 3 times laying on the side of the road looking for 911. I just ride on by and wave hi. Thank you, Mop. Yeah, I was getting them places cleaned up and ready to be rented. I was working on them. They were being done. Well, I bet you are, Nick Bravo, because a lot of toys nowadays are worth a lot of money. Yeah, I would not help him if he was making a pallet on the floor. No way. Why did he accuse me of trying to steal from his mom? I personally don't know why he just he thinks everybody was trying. Have you ever heard where, how can I say this? Have you ever heard where the person doing something blames it on everybody else except himself? He has literally been stealing money from his mom for the last 30 years. He blamed it on Jim. He blamed it on Ronnie. He blamed it on me.
They're there.
Workers. Yeah, I think he's the one that stole it and he had to blame it on somebody. Personally, I've never stole a penny from Miss Alice, and honestly, Miss Alice probably died owing me money. But I got her love. I didn't need her money. I wanted her love and her respect. People, and I'll say it today, and I'll say it when I die, I will get paid for taking care of Alice. These 2 years that I took care of her before she passed away, I will get paid for it. But it won't be on this earth that I get paid for. When I go see the Heavenly Father, my grandfather will be standing there. Thank you for taking care of my baby sister. That is my payment. That is my love. That's what I'm looking for. Because I don't care what all you guys believe. The Bible says everybody goes to heaven and meets our Maker. So I don't care if you kill 500 people or whatever, you still meet the Maker. If you go in them gates, no one knows. Only God and Jesus knows if you're going inside them gates. But everybody faces him. I'm not here to preach, people. I'm sorry. I need to white out this screen really quick, people. Yes, dear, I did. And then I covered it up and I said, fuck it. He might be Richard. I don't know. Don't care. All I know is he's Almighty God. Let me get a fresh air here a minute, guys. We got into that conversation that I don't like to talk about, and that is Miss Alice. I miss her very much. Be honest, Toby, I didn't even care about her that well, but I didn't know her that well. Midnight, of course, is y'all. I'm not talking about Miss Alice, people. I'm talking about Midnight.
You mean the Barker?
Yeah, my wife called it the little Barker because it barked at everything but didn't do shit.
Everything that moved, she barked at.
Well, Solar Marshall, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let y'all see me cry and shit, but Miss Alice meant a lot to me. I don't know about you all, but my family Means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Dogs are not a possible danger to renters because renters don't go around them unless they are the renter's dogs, like mine.
Look on my. Quit tearing on my carpet, shithead.
And his dogs, they run from fucking their shadows.
They come up to me.
Yeah, they go up to the wife.
Except for midnight. Don't shut up, will ya? You drive me nuts. You need to learn time. I don't like it.
I did, Toby. I really did. I took care of her 2 years of her life. Made sure she had plenty of food in that house. Always. Always took, once in a while, we take her with us and I'd watch what she picks out. I know what she eats, you know what I mean? And I knew what to get her. She loved chocolate donuts. She loved bananas. She liked peanut butter.
I'm so glad she didn't turn into a monkey.
Are there bears and mountain lions in your area? Bears, definitely, Nick Bravo. The mountain lions, that could be a 50-50. I mean, mountain lions travel. They don't just stay in 1 square mile. They will travel. It only takes 5 minutes to get chocolate donuts from the store. If that's the only thing you're going for, Toby. Toby, I don't know how you shop, but my Save a Lot is like 14 miles away. When I go grocery shopping, I come out of there with 3 grocery carts full. And if I'm shopping for Miss Alice, I'm coming out with 4 grocery carts full. We don't do shit down here half-ass. I got a regular freezer on my refrigerator, and I got 2 deep freezers. We fill them all the way full. It takes me 5 minutes to get to the store. Have you ever delivered something to an older person? You always get them an hour of company. At least. And Abby, with Miss Alice, it could have ended up 2 hours. Because once you got that woman talking, she wasn't shutting up. No, she did have a lot of TV dinners, Bobcat, but me and my wife and Mountain Mama and her man and Millie and Jim, we all took her food. I would literally talk to Millie and Mountain Mama. I'm not going to say her real name. You all know her by Mountain Mama in here. They would take her. I mean, we talk every day and like, hey, what are you making? What are you making? Hey, why don't you take some of that down to Alice? She like, you know what I mean? We literally was feeding her like she was a queen because to me, she was. To Millie, she was. To Mountain Mama, she was. We all love Miss Alice. I didn't call her Aunt Alice. I called her Miss Alice. You know what my wife's mom name for her? Loompa Loompa. Her name for my wife, my angel. Von Hilton, how many times you took your mom to the doctor's office in 30 years? I can tell you the first 15 you didn't because Jim and Millie did. I can tell you a couple years Ronnie and Marcia did. I can tell you a couple years I did. I don't see you taking her to a doctor's office at all. Oh, James, when's the last time you took your mom to get her hair done? 30 years? Because Jim and Millie did it for the first 10 or 15. Ronnie and Marcia did it for a while. I did it for a while. Damn, Vaughn, what have you did for your mother? Oh, I know what you did. You took her money. That's all you did. You had no respect for your mother. Yeah, that's the truth right there, David. How do you leave a 90-year-old woman laying on the floor? First thing I would have did is as soon as I opened the door and seen her on the floor, I would have ran the fuck over there. Alice, you okay, honey? Let's try to get you back up. If she wasn't coherent at that present moment, I would have walked 10 feet, picked up her phone, and dialed 911. I wouldn't have walked all the way back over to my trailer to dial the ambulance.
I'm gonna beat your old butt, you know.
I know what you meant, 4 acres. Oh, I know. Stress does cause strokes and heart attacks, 4 acres. Been there, done that. I've had 2 heart attacks. I've had an open heart surgery.
Hey,
That's good, David. And there are a lot of old people that do need help. Never, yeah, ever. And he's got 15 years, he said, of what something to do with taking care of people. He elderly, or I forgot what he said. He had 15 years of it. No, Toby, they were taking parts from other places and using them. And that's probably what he was doing, going through her pocketbook. But he found out she didn't have shit because I had all that money locked in. Yeah, exactly, Nick Bravo. She had a 60-year-old son who act like 5. Artery for 14 years, yes, and an EMT for 5. And he left her on the floor. That that definitely knocks both of them out of there. He ain't did shit.
get off my bed and play.
You do not leave a 90-year-old woman laying on the floor, James Von Hilton. Yeah, the first thing you learn is to step over an elderly person on the floor. Yeah. First thing I learned is you see an elderly on the floor, you get them back up, or you dial 911 if you can't. You know, he says he's so smart, he's this, he's that, but this stupid ass sixth grader, me, knows more than him. Well, you're just a busy person there, David. Yeah. I ain't seen G-Man doing anything. G-Man doing anything anymore? I ain't seen much of him. I don't see much of Miss Parker anymore. There's I just wrapped myself completely around Vaughn and I ain't paying attention. It ain't nothing showing. Yeah, he does his debates. Well, he usually does, Nick, but I ain't seen him do none lately. What do you mean she's in jail? YouTube jail or real jail? No, thank you. I ain't seen her for, I don't know. I mean, personally, I get on early mornings and see if anyone posted anything overnight. Usually, if there ain't no post, I go to some of the older posts with secular opinion or Grampy Lobsters and watch some of their videos. Larry, have you tried Delta 8? No. I've heard about it, but no. Nick Bravo. I think I definitely know that. My brains ain't gone, buddy. I know Grampy's gone. I think I was one of the first 5 that posted. But I still watch his old videos. I still get a kick out of them. I really wish he was here. He was a damn good live streamer and had a lot of friends. Some didn't like him, and a lot of us did. I remember to be honest, Nick, he died the same day that Loretta Lynn did. Because I remember telling him, have her sing him a song. He couldn't have went with another best person in the world than Loretta Lynn. And I'm not a country person. I don't listen to country music, but she started in the butcher holler in Kentucky. She had that voice that just made the world love it. Had the one and only Grumpy. You didn't know, David? Yes, Loretta Lynn has died. Yeah, the same week that she died, her granddaughter went ahead and did the coal miner's daughter song. She did good. She sounded good. She wasn't as good as her grandmother, but she sounded pretty good. Yeah, her granddaughter sings her songs now. She sounds pretty good. In my opinion, 4 acres, she sounds pretty good, but she's definitely no Loretta Lynn.
Put her on the wire.
You know, a lot of us grew up with a lot of our different favorite singers. Everybody liked different kinds of music. Okay. You know, that's like Michael Jackson. Some like him, some don't. Um, Honestly, I thought some of his music was good. Me personally, I liked it when he was in the group better than he did when he went out on his own. I liked him as the Jackson Fives. I liked the ABC 1, 2, 3. Don't put me wrong, Thriller and all them were pretty good, but I liked him, back in the early days. I think we did grow up with the best. All different varieties of music when we were growing up. No, my parents, they grew up to Presley. And Chuck Berry, I think my dad said. That's cool, Andy. I've never got to see him. I would have loved to seen him. My cousin has seen him twice. Yes, exactly, David. Well, nothing against people, and I don't know if I can get in trouble if I talk about somebody on here. So if y'all know if I get in trouble if I talk about him, let me know. But I mean, nothing really bad or anything. But I got a question. Why did he change his color? Why was he trying to? I mean, I know he was an African American. Why was he trying to look white?
I don't know. I had that question too.
I don't understand that. I mean, that's probably just something in his mind. I don't know. Because I don't care if you're black, white, green, or orange. If you're human, you're human. My world don't go by color. Well, and that's what I'm saying. I don't really know, Toby. I was just wondering, because I seen it where they said he was trying to turn his face more white color. Okay, a skin disorder. Okay, I was just always wonder that because I mean, personally, people, I was born white. I'll be white the rest of my life. Be proud of what color you were born. I don't care if you're black, white, green, or an orange, or gray aliens. You're human stuff. You breathe the same air. You give out carbon dioxide. You eat foods just like me. You got to have water just like me. You are a growing creature, as I would call us. I know we're not creatures, but we are. I just said, Fat Daddy. A, B, C. One, two, three.
Oh, don't sing it. You sound terrible.
I know, baby. I'm not a singer. I know I sound terrible. I'm not a Von Hilton.
Yeah,
Oh, my wife would definitely agree with you, Toby.
what?
Prince is better.
Yeah, any day of the week.
The wife said any day of the week.
Me too.
Yeah, that's the Jackson Fives. Exactly, Fat Daddy. Well, that's. Thriller was okay. Yep, Prince was good.
Was? He was.
Vaughn, yeah, my wife says, what do you mean was? Still is. Vaughn is 180% Cherokee Princess. Yep, that he is, Nick.
Yeah, okay.
No, Vaughn is not 184% Native American. Sorry, he's not. And I really would know because I am still on the same bloodline, even though he says I'm not. And that's only if your mommy and daddy were both 100%. And neither one of his parents were 100%. They wasn't even 50%. They ain't even 25%. David, you got that wrong. You forgot to put the decimal point. It goes right in front of the one.
Oh, Dad, what do you care about spelling? You don't know how to spell it, right?
Honey, that wasn't a spelling error. That was a, a little dot error.
Oh, well,
You know how when you put money, if you put 600,
yeah.
it can stand for $6. It can stand for $600. But if you put that little dot behind the six, it stands for $6. He forgot to put the dot. So I'm having him put the dot in front of the one, and then he'll get what Vaughn has in Indian bloodline.
Okay. I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
that.
you know nothing about it, honey. I know. Yeah, he sucks at math. Exactly.
Well, so do I.
And personally, people, that was the only subject I was good at. Because one plus one is $2. Four quarters make $1, Von Hilton.
And I make $1.
10 dimes makes $1, Vaughn. That's 20 nickels to make $1. That's 100 pennies, Vaughn. Yeah. Feel like I've been on here for hours, but it's only been an hour. Morning, Todd. Yeah, and she wasn't half-blooded Cherokee. I know. I know the bloodline. I know his mom's bloodline. I'm in it. I have part of it. She was dark skinned, long black hair, like the Indians. So I'm not going to say that she was an Indian, but as Todd has proven out, that in the censors it says white. WHITE, Von Hilton. White. No. No, Todd. You're looking at the wrong books, wrong person, then, buddy. If you that's their parents, because I know they're not. I got paperwork from ancestries.com 9 years ago. It's in a photo album. Richard, I don't. Oh, you're talking about Todd. That's not Todd. People, somebody's took Todd's seat, so that's not Todd. Could he trace any Cherokee bloodline in him? It is a good possibility. There is some Indian bloodline in him, but it's so far back that it ain't even going to show up anymore. I mean, people, you guys are talking 200 years ago. We're not talking 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago. We're talking 200 years. Where was your ancestors 200 years ago? I don't even think he gets that much, Todd. Seriously. Yeah, that looks more about right, Raccoon. So, really, Nick or Todd, if you're saying he's got that much, then I must have just a hair more than him. Because I go in at a different angle on the other side of the family, too. Because you know that Von Hilton's mommy and his daddy, both bloodline, can track back to Chief Redbird. Yeah, exactly. I don't care. To me, I'm human. I don't care if I'm white, black, green, or orange. I'm living on this earth to be happy and enjoy my life until I die. And hopefully, I leave enough children out here to go on with their lives and to keep our world going. You would care if you're orange? Okay. Yeah, you definitely need to see a doctor if you're an orange. Yes, exactly, Andy. I mean, our bloodlines are all. To me, I'm a Heinz 57. I'm mixed with everything. Okay, Nick. I knew somebody was going to say something about Trump.
What about him? What's that name?
They said Trump was orange.
Well, I'm not going to agree with nothing.
And Nick called him a Oopa Loompa.
Hey, that's Alice's nickname. You can't do that.
Exactly. I bleed red too, there, raccoon man. I bleed red too. Wife's got to go get an x ray on her foot today, people. I think she's got an ingrowing toenail coming in, and
You might have said that. He don't know if
he's
it's
going to take
bone.
an x ray and check it out and see what it is.
It might be a bone infection.
Have a good day, Nick. With her having diabetes, they're going to take tests of it first. They're going to take x rays, check it out before they do anything. Find out if that's exactly what it is. Yeah, but where's that 90% of Caucasian come in, David? You had to come from somewhere. You had to come from Ireland, Scotland, Russia, Germany, all the other countries there. I don't really know who her father was. I'll pull the bookwork out, Todd. I'll talk to you on Facebook about that. Once I pull the book out and read what I got. Yeah, I think his name is there, but and I think she was a Macintosh. I thought Carrie's mother was a Macintosh. Something don't sound right there, Todd. Okay, Mary Jane was a Macintosh. Okay. Well, that's because he's got on that ancestry city, and I like it. I'm glad he did do that. Yeah, Guilford did marry Carrie Chandler. It's just like my aunt did one time, Todd, is she sent that blood work in to be checked for the ancestries on her Indian, and it come back that she didn't have none. But then I really thought about where she sits in the tree. She might not have it anyways, because she'd be before the Indian bloodline came in. But some people say there's an Indian bloodline even earlier than that in the tree. So I don't know. And I don't get on ancestries no more. I mean, I can't afford it. I'm a poor bastard. And so, if I can get other people to check it out for me, their city, I'm not going to say nothing. Yeah, there could be plenty of different bloodlines, right? After great grandparents, it really don't matter. Yeah, it's true. We all have our own opinions on everything. Honey, that would be for you.
Come from blue grass ready. Come from blue
Yes.
grass ready. Leave your name and number. We'll get back with you. Hi, this is Cindy at Bluegrass Regional Fit and Equals. Hello? Yes, it is.
It's my understanding that you can't use the DNA test from Native Americans somehow about tribes not wanting it or something like that. The funny thing is, Vaughn could exactly join the Cherokee Nation. They have no. Ha ha, Todd. Yeah, exactly. Not enough database. Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, I wish it would go back further. I mean, I like to trace it all the way back as far as you can get. That's a lot of time, a lot of work. I got a few of them going back into the 1600s already. I think it was just in the 1600s. I have to look and see which one. And I think it's the Davisons that I went back the furthest on. Foot doctor's appointment? What day? Okay, Todd. You must just been waking up or something, or exercising and had to grab a win. Sometimes I think I could tell you guys when you guys ain't you, really. I mean, Todd, I have no idea what WUT stands for. Big W. What you think? Yeah, that would suck, Toby. No, nothing. That's straight darkness. There ain't nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I got back down to like 52 sub names and I just stopped. I quit doing it for a while. I figured I'd just give up. And I did find out we were related to Daniel Boone's sister. So that means Daniel Boone would have been like an uncle or something, or however they would think that. Probably be nobody to me, but to her, Daniel Boone was her brother. But like we all said, it don't matter. Don't, hey, it's life. I knew who my parents were and I know who my kids are. That's all I care about. Them are the main ones. And of course, your grandparents. Because most of you probably didn't meet your great grandparents. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just a. Too bad it's only lets mods check a poster channel. Okay, I don't know what that means, Todd. Irvin, Texas, or Irvin, Kentucky.
Call from Irvine, KY. Leave your name and number. We'll get back with you. Hey, this is Amber with Senior Medicare Advisor. How are you doing today?
I forgot Toby. Okay. Yeah, that's a little too far back for me to go. Let's just quit talking about past. What are you trying to do? Teach our cat how to get in our cabinet?
No. I'm not teaching her how to get in the cabinet.
Oh.
I'm hooking this to the thing, and every time she pulls on the rope, it comes down.
Okay. You could probably tie the bell to it too, and she could just smack the bell and it'll stay in the same spot.
She likes carrying it around with her.
Okay, I noticed that too, but then when it carries it in here, I yell at her.
Well, that's why I put the bell up at night, but I can't find the bell. She put
Okay,
it
honey.
somewhere, and I can't find it.
Okay, honey.
I want to say hi before you get off. And, well, I gotta move the
I don't even know if she's even still on here.
Who?
Miss Kitty. You still here, Miss Kitty?
She probably took her kids to school, or she went to work, or some shit.
Yeah, I think a few of them has left already, baby. I'm into the after morning now. It's been an hour and a half, so yeah, she's been here and gone. You guys got snow this morning? A lot or a little? We got nothing. Looks kind of cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain, but it ain't showing nothing. I was just commenting on Larry's claim that he would have more Frost ancestries than Vaughn. Well, we would all have the same, probably. I mean, I don't know. No, it matters how the families connect to that tree.
Daddy, are you ever gonna eat these?
Todd, I don't believe I'm saying this. Do a background check on me on the ancestries. Look who my parents and grandparents were. Mainly daddy side. Mommy side don't work. And you'll see what I'm saying. Keep it between me and you. Yeah, it is creepy. Not much, champ. He's evicted me. I'm looking for a place to live. He gave me a vacate notice. Not a eviction notice, a vacate. Oh, I know, Dave. He gave it late and not for 30 days. He didn't put no days on it at all. I do too, Marshall.
Okay. This,
No, I don't need that.
Right.
Just keep it put up somewhere in case I have to go to court. I can take it with me.
okay.
I've already showed it online. They don't need to see it again. Wait, yes, that eviction notice ain't a notice of eviction from what I saw.
You didn't do it.
Eviction notice.
You didn't
Exactly, Solar Marshal. It is not eviction notice.
You didn't do it right anyway.
He put the wrong wording.
You didn't
He
do
said
it.
vacate. He didn't say eviction. He said vacate.
Quit.
Oh, I'm going to, David. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, buddy. He's going to take me all the way to the last day, and I'll drag it to the last day.
Hi, people. It's me, the wife.
Solar Marshal, I do like him. He seems like a good guy. I'm not putting Todd down at all.
I'll see you later. This smoke is getting to me.
Yes, exactly. That's what I thought so too, David.
Love you, people.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Miss Kitty was there. She just threw you some purple hearts.
See you.
She must have been spacing out when I asked her if she was here.
Are you getting high? Is that your problem? I love you, kitty. I'm just messing with you. The wind is really going.
Now I hear that wind.
It's blowing.
Sounds like we're getting some real big winds.
Yeah, we sure are. The trees are shaking back and forth.
Oh, you left and came back. Oh, yeah, I was just asking for you a couple minutes ago. It wasn't even 5 minutes, Kitty. When I said your name, your ears must have rung and you figured to turn back on because it wasn't that long. I mean, the wife says, she wanted to get on and say hi to you. And she moved the walker out of her way and come over to the camera and you're there.
My brother had my closet locked off.
Yeah, I let people say what they want to say in here. I mean, this is an open chat room in my book, even though it's my big ugly face that everyone's seeing. And I'm the main one talking. I read a lot of stuff what you guys all put out there. It ain't mine, Todd. So the only one butt hurts I worry about are my own butt hurts.
What the hell is that?
What, babe?
Oh my god. I think it's the tent blowing away.
Hey, Larry, check your own utility bills to see the exact date you moved in there. Might be handy in court to prove on is lying. Todd, I have all my bills since the day I moved in. I don't have to go get them or call anybody. I have my first light bill here. I still have my first phone bill here. About 1,500. Yeah, exactly. I can tell. I know the exact date I moved in. 4/20, 2015. That would have been the day I moved in. And the only reason I remember is because the exact day it said 4/20, April 20th was the day I moved in. And I got the rest of that month free, and I got the following month free. June 1st, I have a rent receipt. All my bills, lights, phone, water, or not the water, but lights and phone, all were turned on 4/20, 2015. Yeah, we're in chilly weather. I look forward to winters, people, because that's when we get, in my house, that's when we make real meals. In the summertime, we might have hamburgers once in a while outside on the grill or hot dogs. 80% we eat sandwiches. We'll buy 3, 4, 5 pounds of turkey, sliced chicken, sliced turkey, bologna, ham, roast beef. Get 3 or 4 different kinds of cheeses to go with the meats. Couple loaves of bread, jar of mayonnaise, couple tomatoes. I'm good. That'd last me a couple weeks. Oh yeah, I got proof. It's just like I said. He says I have never paid rent. Never. Ever. And I want to hear him say that right dead in front of me, in front of that judge. Because the minute it comes out of his mouth, I'm going to start showing her the rent receipts. And I'm going to tell her, for every time he lied, every time he says that I never paid rent that month, I think I should get one of his houses. Let's see how good he is. He lying on me. He fucking, and I'm gonna tell her he's got it out on YouTube. He posted it on YouTube. I have never paid rent. I got proof. Yeah, I know it don't work, that old weather guy, but like I said, I literally need to tell the judge this is a family matter. Let us take care of it. I'll take care of it. Yes, I am moving out of his home. He can have this piece of dump trailer. But I'm going to turn around. I'm going to look right at Vaughn. I'm going to tell you, I ain't threatening you, Vaughn. I'm promising you, I will see you and walk. I'll leave. I don't care. Solar Marshal, be honest, I don't think Uncle Jim's going to get much. I don't think Uncle Jim's going to get much from Vaughn at all. He ain't going to have much left. After Children's Services, the state, the government all gets him, there ain't going to be nothing left for Uncle Little Jim. He cashed them checks without them kids being in that house. He's going to have to pay that back. The stimulus checks. He frauded the state for them stimulus checks. He cashed them, and them kids wasn't in the house. I don't know, what was it, $600 a piece? How much did we get for our kids? Honey, what did we get for Arnold? Was it 600 or was it 1,000? I think she's in the bathroom, people. Any of you's got kids? Any of you's get a stimulus check for your kid? What'd you get? I thought it was 600. I ain't for sure. He has a child's man and he's walked into the adult stuff. Yeah, that could be it too, Chuck Norris. Fat Daddy, Uncle Jim don't play games. If Uncle Jim says he's going to do something, Uncle Jim's going to do it. Uncle Jim is waiting for it all to be in his name. Todd said they let him off with $50 a month. Yeah, and I bet you he don't even send that after he runs out of money. That's probably where the money's going right now. He's paying his child support payments with the estate money when he should be taking that money and fixing them properties up. Yeah, but how often's he right? Yeah, he's waiting for us Frost to give him his 50 million back. Yeah, I mean, he's already sent him a couple of 50s. Why not? He'll get J-Dubs to pay for kids that ain't even his. Todd, I mean, buddy, I hope you win. But the way he eats, man, he got to be losing weight. I mean, he don't eat like me or anything. I mean, you definitely whipped my ass in losing weight. Well, yeah, he's supposed to use any. He's allowed to use that money any way he wants. If he wants to go buy a $10,000 hooker, he can. And I wish he would go buy himself a $10,000 hooker. Because that means that's another $10,000 gone. He's getting closer to that December 31st, 2023. Remember, I got a dollar bet on that, people, and I'm sticking to it. By December 31st, 2023, all properties will be already sold or on the market on selling them because he has no money to pay the property taxes or the state's going to take them. Yeah, but who he going to sue himself for it? Yeah, 10K in 3 months. He spent 10K in 3 months for bills. People, he must have some fucking bills because in 3 months I've only spent $3,700, maybe 3,800 on bills in 3 months. And I have phones, light, water, cable, the best cable. And I got a family of three in here, so they run two TVs, both computers, everything's going. That's what the will he had said, David. Yeah, your bills run about 1,500 a month. So that's 4,500 in 3 months. His is 10,000. Come on, people. A lawyer has it, so they must have read it. Oh, Chuck, I've already promised to do that. No weather guy. No, I think he got mad because of talking about his mom's passing. With Solar Marshall, if Vaughn got mad about somebody talking about his mom's passing, sorry about his luck. Tell Vaughn Hilton his mom passed when he was only like 8 or 10 years old. Remember? Because he never showed her love. He didn't show her respect like you are supposed to show your mother. He left his mother laying on the floor. He literally called his mother a bitch. You know what would have happened if I ever called my mother a bitch? I'd probably still be picking up my teeth. Let's be real. David, that was one will. Another will came out. Oh, I know you did, Marshall. I seen it. You know me. I watch them all. I might be late, but I'm getting them. I love his mom to death, and I did more for her in her last 2 years of her life than he has ever did for her. Ever. Marshall, that's because I had feelings for her. I loved the woman. I had respect for her. And when you help somebody for 2 years, it's that way. I didn't get to be around when my grandfather died. And it kind of hurt. But I ended up watching almost every one of his brothers and sisters dying. I went to every one of their funerals, all but one. And that's because it was California. Eight of them. Arnold was the oldest. Hell, I wish she could have lived forever. I was hoping that she'd live as long as her father did. And I'll be honest with you, Marshall. She told me a week before the accident happened, buddy. I didn't listen. I didn't listen, buddy, because she told me for a whole week her daddy and her brother came to her, was just at her house, and said it was time for her to go home. And I kept telling her, Alice, you're already home, honey. What do they mean they want you to go home? She goes, I don't know. They said it's time for me to go home. I was like, they trying to say Hamilton's your home, honey? You were born here. You were raised here for quite a few years. This is where you decided that you loved it. So this is your home, honey. You don't have to go home. Week later, oh, to me too, David. But like I said, it's all on him. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It went children. I got Arnold, Hazel, Alice, Elsie, Sophie, Floyd, Arthur. That's seven. I'm missing one somewhere. I don't even which one I'm missing. I think them are the only ones I know. Omer, I think it was. And my grandfather Arnold was the oldest. No, I got Hazel. Arnold, Hazel, Alice, Elsie, Sophie, Floyd, Arnold, or Arthur, Sonny. Okay. I mean, I think she loved her son, Fat Daddy. And has she ever been embarrassed? I'd have to say yes, especially at the family reunions. Where she would make him come out of the trailer and get his plate of food and stuff. And he would come out there looking nasty, not looking decent. I mean, people, I didn't go there in a 4-piece suit and tie. I went in shorts and t shirt. But at least I was smart enough to comb my hair and look decent. I didn't want to make my dad be embarrassed of what I looked like. And he don't think that way. He just walked out the door. He probably ain't took a bath in 6 months. Looked like his hair ain't been combed in 10 years. So yeah, she has been embarrassed of him. I went to Arthur's funeral. I went to Floyd's funeral. I missed Sophie's. Oh, no, I missed Elsie's. Alice's I was definitely at. Hazel's I didn't make, and Arnold's I didn't make. I'm right now. I'm working on my family tree book again. So I'm gonna end up knowing a little bit more than what my brain's washed into after writing it down 2 times. I don't even know what that word means, Solar Marshal. Mind controlled by the government. Okay. Personally, I think Miss Alice lived to 90, almost 93 years old, somewhere 94. You know, I think she had a good life. Do I wish she could have went longer? Yeah. Do I think it was time for her to go? She was at the door, people. For 2 straight years, she kept asking me if her mom and dad were alive. No, no, honey, they're gone. What is Ronnie Ray? Let me go back up. Oh, no, thank you, Todd. No, David, I was not. He took that from my cousin Ronnie Ray. Because Ronnie Ray was a tanker. He never came here. I wanted him to, Toby, or I'd go somewhere wherever he wanted to meet. I know he did go to Vegas and seen Miss Parker. Yeah, I realized that, Todd. I would have loved to meet him face to face. I mean, I've talked to him a lot on the computer, but face to face, I would have loved to. So, how are you doing on your losing weight, Todd? Doing pretty good? Yeah, I agree, David. He is nuts. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, boss, 10 pounds. That's good.
Call from wireless caller. Call from wireless caller.
Yeah, a few of us do have health issues.
Leave your name and number. We'll get back with you.
Well, people, it's 10 o'clock, 10:09. Big Larry's going to sign off here. Get up and try to go to the bathroom here and do what I got to do, eat breakfast. Peace out. Y'all have a good day.